Hello, my friends. This is take 3. Trust me, you're not missing anything because of what just happened. Besides a fart. Nah. Besides a fart. Yeah. And if you heard that live, that means I am ready. Anyway. It's been rather busy as of late, and for what it was worth, well, it's been like this for like quite some time since this whole year started. It's just been zigzag for me, technically, and for the most part that this has been going on, I'm just glad it's over. As many complications has arose from life, I think me being active the entire year long has really wiped me out. And I cannot stress this enough. Really, I cannot stress this enough. Because since throughout this time, I've just been going through a lot. You can hear by the sound of my voice, I am very tired. So, by the time you see this, I would consider, this be the last video I ever made for this year. I think the frosting and the cherry on top of this whole clusterfuck of a cake would be me being sick around Thanksgiving. And the fact that I had dragged around a cold for 2 weeks straight. And you can hear it in the various videos I've done that I already put up for next week, because next week is 2024. You'll see this video, of course, on the first day of 2024. As per the day you see here, 29 of December 2023. So, like I said, I had 2 weeks of being sick. You get to hear that in mainly my Shadowrun videos, because that's what I've been doing since I was sick during that time. I've been doing a lot, actually. And as you can see on my desktop, I have been working on what you don't see is Returns, because I finished Returns like a few weeks back, and I almost didn't finish it because of something was going on with the game in which I couldn't load it up, and it just happened one night. And for all intents and purposes, I just like, what the hell is happening here? So, without further ado, I just said, you know what? Give it a break. I had been like off and on certain projects. Mostly on Steam, if not all my emulators. I managed to finish a couple of games from my emulators. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm still chunking them down, and by the time next week gets here, I'll still be working on the 2023 batch I have yet to finish. Now, what I did start up for 2024, and like I said, I still have what I still got left over of 2023 to finish. Mainly Tales of Destiny. I already finished Crusader Senti. I've already finished Rygar. I've yet to finish Galaxy Fräulein Yuna, Super Mario RPG. I did say I was going to discontinue playing Famicom Jump because honestly I think I found a bug in it, or I think that's what it is. I found a bug and it's like it's unplayable at that rate. I still have Persona to finish. I hadn't forgotten about that. Nor did I forget about anything else that I have a big backlog of. Trust me, it is really what it is. I've just been busy with other things outside of streaming and recording and auditions. So there's that. So I've been told, oh, we got big projects. Last thing I was told, we got big projects happening. It's like, all right. Well, if it is going to be that, okay. Sure. Why not? So I gotta give it up to my friends. My friends in the RCO. I gotta give it up to Ryu because for the most part he has bombarded my inbox with the Shadowrun series. Let me see. Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm pretty sure he sent me ActRaiser Renaissance 2. Digimon Survive. Dangerous, the Rumicide episode. 40 for sending me The Expanse, a Telltale series. What I found out about that series is that the extra episode is worth $4. And it really should not have been for $4. It should have been added on to the game because it is basically part of the game. I'm still not worried about it. It's a little irksome, but what can you do? Another game that I plan to do for, say, I got a whole mess load of games I still got working in the background as we speak. Some of them being, of course, well, as I stated. Oh yeah, there's Slaps and Beans too. Slaps and Beans, not the sequel, just Slaps and Beans. But there's a Dragonfall I'm still working on, and then following Dragonfall will be Hong Kong, which sent me while I was still going through returns, and I just started Dragonfall while I was sick too, mind you. I just recently started up doing parts for ActRaiser Renaissance, in which I'm just going to call it ActRaiser R. Let me see. I got a few games that I had been working on, or basically just to see if it can actually play, or I can run it. The two I've found so far that I can actually run, because I had them for so long, but I couldn't run them on Windows 7, is Atari Volt and Dusty Revenge. And I have downloaded the DLC to Dusty Revenge. Another game that I started to re-download is Child of Light, because in order to play that, you have to have Ubisoft Connect, in which you see on my desktop. And yes, you see that little thing, that Wanzer over there, front mission involved. Yeah, I would say I want to start that over because of one thing. You see, I started up on that as well, but the footage never came out right, so I have to redo it. And now, mind you, this was before I moved up to Windows 10. And the same thing I had to deal with Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, which is, I had to start over because I actually did start up an LP of Dragon's Dogma, but the problem was, as with everything else, I lost all the footage off the old hard drive. So anything I was working on as far as that was concerned in a previous note, they're gone with God. Another thing I want to point out, and if you can see right here, Messen. This version of Messen is a bit different than, say, the version I have of Messen. Want to know why? Because this version of Messen can actually do the following. As I'm booting this thing up really easy. This is a big difference because, well, the last game I was playing was Guy Flame, and it was one of those kind of tactical RPGs that just felt like, where are we going with this? But yeah, this version actually runs TurboGrafx games, and I'm trying to get CD to work. But it also shows the following. It does Nintendo, SNES, Game Boy, PC Engine, and Master System. So there's that. So for all the specialty games that I have for PC Engine, yeah, that's what I'm going to use. But for standard fare, I still have Magic Engine, so I'm still going to use Magic Engine. Preferably for, say, the games that normally you will play on Magic Engine, like Bomberman, Utopia, Wataru, aka Keep Courage, the US games. But as far as I'm trying to get the TurboGrafx CD part to work just so I can play games like Tengai Makyo, otherwise known as Far East of Eden, and the original Dragon Slayer, The Legend of Heroes. And if I can find a way to basically get it to work, that'd be great. Even if I need to ask for help for it. And I don't mind asking for help. Provided, the help is good, and I know the help I get is good. So, anyway, you're gonna have to excuse me because I finished eating some ramen. So, as you see on most of what I got, mostly I have a lot of games that I received quite recently. Like, for instance, this is this SOH. This is Ocarina of Time. These games right here, these are Steam versions. This is a revamped version of Sonic CD, Sonic Forever, Sonic R, yes, Sonic Mania, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 Air, Sonic 2 Absolute. This right here, oh yeah, by the way, this is also Link's Awakening, DXHD. This here is, well, Zelda 2. An overhaul of Zelda 2. Which I played and is totally different from the one that we already know about. Hi, Moo. So the thing is, yeah, AI to Somnium Falls. I plan to do that in the not so far future because you gotta have some Dante in your life, you know. And it's a nice change of pace from what was last year's mess that was Danganronpa Visori. So it's been something, It really has been something. This month in particular, dare I say I went through like 3 deaths. Yeah, 3 deaths. 2 were from former choir members. The third is from family. One of my cousins from my mom's family. And oof, I would say 4 as well, because there was another death that they're still trying to get word about. So it's mostly like from my half brothers. So we're still not sure what the hell happened. I don't want to go into any detail. It's just it's just been too much for this month. So it's like, how they say death comes in 3s. I'm only gonna take the ones I went to, and I'm just gonna accept it as is. Because it's been too much. The good thing I have been doing in between streams and auditions and recording is going to a wellness class. And that's what I've been doing for the last couple of months. I've been going to a wellness class every Tuesday. Especially on Tuesday. Tuesdays is also my practice day, so I have choir rehearsal in the evening. And in the afternoon, afternoon is wellness class. And after that, once I come home, I gotta wind down for a bit. And then after that, around 5:20, 5:30, I gotta head back out just to go to choir rehearsal. And it's a good thing because, slowly but surely, we recently had a Christmas musical just last weekend. Not Christmas weekend, but the weekend before Christmas. So we're just letting the people know, oh, hey, we're back. How you doing? We're the choir. And mind you, it has not been easy because I'm the only male tenor in the group. Now I'm not just saying that. Really, if you actually looked at if you actually came to our church, by the way, it's Crenshaw Christian Center if you want to know. If you ever came to our church or actually visit our church, if you're in the California area, the southern part of Los Angeles, well, we used to be about yay big, like 50, 60 people strong, because there were like, children's choir, kids choir, main choir, and all male choir. So, I had double duty in being part of the male choir known as MOVE, which is an acronym for Men of Valor and Excellence. Since I was a member of MOVE, and then I moved to and then I doubled as being in Sanctuary Voices. That's the main choir. Basically, it's just been like, it's like I'm wearing 2 caps and I'm taking off one cap and then putting another cap on. Like, okay, This is, or I'm wearing a different badge, you know, that sort of thing. It's just been funny, you know. But since since COVID happened, you know, it's like it shut down like 95% of the world. And as things are slowly starting to come back to normalcy, so is everything else. It's like everything's starting to grow again, like, you know, like the sun coming out after a rainy season and just clearing away all the rain and everything. It's just a beautiful thing. So to me, you know, I thought about it long and hard, you know, and it's been different. I've started to enjoy life a little bit more, despite me having cerebral palsy. I know the changes that happen to me every day. I mean, I notice these little changes. They happen, and I have no way of stopping it. The only thing I'm doing is I'm just making the most out of what I can do each and every day. Some days I don't want to get up. And some days I don't want to go outside. Others, if I have the energy, I want to get up and go outside and take a walk and, you know, do something simple. I don't have to, you know, travel all across town to do that. But sometimes I just like to go out, just get some fresh air. But considering it's California, what the hell is fresh air these days, right? But yeah, the last couple of months for me personally, I have just been, you know, doing lots of different things that's been happening. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, so it's been nutty. It's been a good kind of nutty because, you know, I've been doing therapy for my left hand, and, you know, rhythm and wellness brought out the part of me I never thought I'd hear from, and that is the ever dormant musical aspect of me. And I'm not talking about my voice, because I know I can, you know, sing in the choir and whatnot. I can basically be the anchor of the tenor group. And I'm not saying something because no, really, it's like if I'm the only person who can, at my age, I can just anchor a group, or not a group, but a section, and they're all counting on me. I'm like, I almost forgot about Sonic Frontiers, by the way. I'm just like, I'm singing this one tune, and it's like I'm the only one on key, and I'm like, guys, get in the groove. Come on now, we're singing this song. Come on, get in the groove. I'm the only young blood in the group. And yet I'm still the last of that group. No, literally. Because there's like 2 or 3 of us still remaining, but it's like, well, I should say 4. But outside of me and the conductor, who's also tenor, I'm basically the only male tenor in the group, in a sea full of older women who are, you know, predominantly alto and soprano, and there are a few female tenors, but as far as me, you know, the ratio, I'm outnumbered, but I can soldier on, so that's a good thing. But back to what I was saying previous about the wellness group that I go to at my at the hospital. It's great for my left hand. That's the reason why I go to that wellness group, because before, it basically spawned from a different group I used to go to every session around November. That's true. Yeah, it really was that. It really was a thing. So therefore, it's done wonders for my left side, because you know I have cerebral palsy. For those who don't know, and the one thing about having cerebral palsy is the left is not as good as the right. And I usually have cramps on my left side. So what I usually do is I usually exercise that left side sometimes. So therefore, what I did was, well, with what I do every Tuesday, until next, until, like, say, after the first week of January, class reopens and we get back to making a tune. I go there for mainly to stress management. That's what it is. Just to relieve myself of whatever stress I have on me. And I play it through drums. So technically that's one of those little things I want to do for myself, which is for some reason I want to get a drum. I want to learn how to play the taiko, or if not that, get one of those thunder drums and maybe perform, like, I don't know, some kind of beat for you guys, if those want to see me do a, you know, on camera performance, you know, just in case. Now mind you, it's like I do have a beat in my head. I do have, you know, rhythm going on. It's just the execution don't sound right. I mean, you know, because I have one side that is slower, that makes things a little awkward. So I have to really just play with it, you know. And I do mean that. I do have to play with the beat, because, you know, it's like with I had to do, you know, that sort of thing. That's me when I'm at class. Basically, they're in awe because I can actually do that. I'm like, I'm in awe too, because I never thought I could do it. So I'm actually surprising myself at the same time, like, well, sure, and I'm staying there for like 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, 2 hours, because we're just in that zone. And you know, it's an amazing thing about playing the drums, because you can really just zen out from one beat, and you really wouldn't realize that you're communing with something much bigger than yourself. And that to me is just totally wild. Totally wild. I'm gonna repeat what I said on my end of the year video. And that's the changes of what's going to happen to this channel. Just in case if you guys miss it, I am going to drop the LP moniker. Yes, I'm going to drop the Let's Play moniker and be more like what Ryu does on his videos. Just basically the name of the title, and you know, it's just going to be me playing through this. So it's not going to be Izzy plays. It's like no. It's not going. It's not going to be like that. No, it's just basically just drop the LP moniker, because you already know I'm a Let's Player. That's already been established. I've been a Let's Player for since 2010. It's like, by the time you say it's 2024, so 14 years. And I've been on this plane for so long. And I have to say, doing this has really helped me through the good times as well as the bad. Technically. And I'll tell you why. Because Let's Play is also considered my form of therapy too. Because a lot of things happen, you know, when I feel upset. This outlet has been here for me. This, you know, even as I'm talking to you guys, this really has been a big outlet for me for most of my life, because I dealt with drama almost the whole core of my life. From the time I was born and I was diagnosed with having CP and petite mal, it's just been something, you know. And throughout all this time, I have a way to release my stress. And I have, you know, this was my only way of releasing stress. Just playing a video game instead of me yelling and screaming and, you know, being, you know, self-destructive. This is one of the many forms of how I dealt with my stress. Basically, play through a video game, make some parts. If I didn't feel like playing a video game, I went to writing. When I didn't feel the itch that I needed to scratch for writing, I went to music. But the one thing I never done was I never went out to, you know, deal with drugs or be in a gang or something of that nature, you know. That just wasn't me. I didn't want it. Didn't care for it. And pretty much, I ain't gonna skate you out. Pretty much, I just like, no, I'm good. I don't need it. Not necessary. So, you know, my livelihood basically kept me sane. As well as when my mom was alive, she enjoyed the sound of my voice. That in its own right made me smile, because I'm like, well, okay. She enjoyed the sound of my voice while I was here, because, you know, the fact that I was here the entire time, it was a comfort to her, knowing that, oh hey, I'm just a room away. I mean, the only thing that's separating me from seeing her is basically the bathroom. And all I had to do is just go through the bathroom, open the door. There she was. It's like, hi mom, how you doing? And I'm just, you know, I was just peeking. And I say, hey, I'm not being too loud, am I? She said, I said, oh, okay. So it's like, it just, it was like that. And a little known fact about what happened during the time that was going on when her health was declining. I remember I was doing a Let's Play, and I basically stopped because I didn't have it in me to go on with it. And that very Let's Play that I basically stepped away from for many, many years, well, believe it or not, it was one of the Shining Force. It was one of the Shining Force PS2 games. I believe it was Neo, if not Exa. It might have been Neo, because I remember I was doing a Shining Force game. I think it was, and I'm pretty sure what I was doing at the time was Neo. Meryl. I'm sorry. I just get giddy thinking about that voice acting. I'm pretty sure it was Neo, but I stepped away from that because with everything that was going on, it really was the darkest time in my life because everything snowballed. Because after Mom's passing, then I fell ill. I had a heart attack right after my mom passed. And you want to know what the funny thing is? By the time you really do see this video, it would really be like the first. So, the wildest thing about it is while I was going out earlier yesterday on the 28th, I noticed it was like 5 years. It had been 5 years since my mom been gone. And it's like, wow, it's been 5 years. Because, as I mentioned, I don't like December for one reason. The one reason is it's not the same without my folks around. My mom being gone, my dad being gone, my stepfather gone. It hasn't been easy for me. And now it's like January. It's like this. December's hard for me. January's hard for me because that's when she passed. January 11th, 2017. It has technically been like 6 years since then. Well, literally 7 now, if we're being really honest here. And it's just been, wow, it's just like, well, what can you say to that? And basically I am trying. After everything that has been going on, I have been trying to keep my head up. It has been too easy. And the only thing I want to do now, after everything that has been going on, just like everything is physically collapsing. And not in a good, not like it's in a bad way, but it's like you only have strength just to throw out your fists and just stand right there. And you're basically holding one part of your life together, and you're just using that one hand to basically say, Like I'm grunting right now. Like, as it was said in the Bible, whenever you've done everything that you could do, stand. And that's all I've been doing. Stand. Even though my legs are shaky. My arm feels like it's going to give out. I feel a sense of white ash just happen, you know. And you know, if you've seen enough anime like I have, you know what that means. If you don't know what white ash is, see Ashita no Joe, which now they call it the Joe shot, but it's really called white ash. So basically, you gave everything for this moment, and you can't do it anymore. So you have to stand. So I'm gonna call it what it is: white ash. So that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, I just want to sit in a state of calm and just that. I mean, I'll be alright, but deep down, that's how I really feel. I feel just totally wiped, totally exhausted. And despite everything that I have been doing, yeah, I've been through a lot. It's just been very difficult. And like I said, behind the scenes, there's stuff you guys don't know that goes on with me that I really don't say very often. And that's because year around, I have to be happy. I have to be boisterous. I had to be joyful. I got to show every bit of my spectrum of emotions, except for that one part that I leave in the background. And let me tell you, that is not easy. To basically just say, you don't show your face, please. Just stay right over there. And even, yes, as much as I've been yawning, that pretty much says it all right there. It has been a hell of a year for me. And I'm praying that, next year, for me personally, will change. I have seen little nuggets of joy here and there. Whatever I can bring to say what I'm doing. If I have, for some reason, I don't know, inspired others to basically just enjoy life, just from my stories alone, great. I think I'm doing good. I think I purposely can say I have done the Lord's work. If I could be some kind of level of wonderful to somebody, great, awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed your stay. I'm glad that for what it was worth to you, thanks for being around. I mean, to each and every one of you out there listening to the sound of my voice, for those who don't comment, to those who do comment, to those I've known and those I don't know over the years. You know who you are. You don't have to say anything. So then I say thank you. for dealing in my madness. My good times, my bad times. Having to deal with all the different types of games I've been playing all the years, and the recipes I've been doing, and the stuff I show you in my less than normal life. I appreciate that. I appreciate, showing what my life is to those who find it interesting, to those who don't, or maybe there are some people, I don't know. I'm just full of everything and everything all at once. So I don't usually go for stuff like New Year's resolutions, because I firmly don't believe in going by New Year's resolutions, because of one thing: it's all bullshit. People who go for what they say they're gonna do when they say what they're going to do differently, it's a bunch of bullshit. So don't tell me what your plans are. If you have a plan, then just act on it. That's all I've been doing. I'm basically just trying to enjoy the finer things in life, and what I mean by the finer things, the simpler things. Me doing something different and finding the joy in it. Me doing something that I normally would not put any energy to, but I'm bringing it forth and just, doing something like, say, writing a poem, writing a book, writing another book, I said, I used to do that back in the day when, when I felt I needed to go somewhere. Usually it's McDonald's. Have a drink, mainly a soda, and just sit there for 2 hours, and all I'm doing is just jotting something in my journal, if not a book. Speaking of which, I need to update my LP journal, because I chronicle every game I beat in my journal. Another thing I would rather want to get back to is really my books, and reignite the legacy of the 7-star series. It basically is my Hino Tori. It is basically that which I like to call my life's work. And for those who don't know what Hino Tori is, it's basically Phoenix. So therefore, that's my Hino Tori. My Hino Tori is the legacy of the 7 stars, in which so much has been put into, getting the copyright for it, and the production costs for it, and everything else, even the artwork that was made for it, even for my YouTube, not for my YouTube, but for my my Facebook page I have for it. We'll have to rebuild it, because as soon as I get a better publisher, that's the one thing I just need. I just need a better publisher for it. And I'm pretty sure after everything that's going on, I want to fully get back in the swing of writing and work on my other books that it might take me less time to do, or it might take me longer to do, but You know what I'm saying? I just want to get done. But I wanted to make it memorable as far as that goes. So with that said, going back to the channel, as I said, that was pretty much my life report right there. But the channel, as I said, starting from next week, all future LPs, even featured ones, and what I mean by featured is like, say, Kamikame, Monstober, Rare October, whatever the hell I want to name it. Even for February, whatever the hell I want to name that. March is still going to be March of the Robots, so no matter how you slice it, it's still going to be March of the Robots. I don't know about April, but I'm pretty sure March of the Robots is legit going to happen for next month. I don't know what I'm looking at what I'm going to be doing for March as well as for April. I want to say I want to get like a couple of games done, maybe a few one-shots here and there. I definitely want to start up Dragon's Dogma as a Project Tenkai, because I want to restart that one up. Another one that I have still there, but I just never really got down to sit down and make progress with it. Bravely Default. Yeah, I started up Bravely Default some few years back, but I never went back to it. But I still have the save data for it on my Citra emulator, so therefore I'm gonna be working on that. Don't know how long that will take, but I'm pretty sure it will take. I'm just gonna keep the grind down to a minimum, and you know, go from there. God, I got a couple of games that just need to be played. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's just go to Duck Station like so. I want to show you the list of games I have for Duck Station. So, I want to go back to Art the Lad 2. Yeah, kind of dreading that. Beyond the Beyond. Blaster Master. Probably Brave Friends of Musashi. Koro Q. Community Palm. Crisis Beat. Yeah, I tried doing this for Christmas. It didn't work out. Probably because of a different version I had, and it didn't work the way I wanted it to. I wanted to put cheese on it. Dr. Slump. Yeah, that is definitely for Kamekame. Escaform. I need to come back and finish this. Guys, Goemon Shinsei Shume. It's basically the PS1 version of the GBA Future Goemon game. Yes, I have Grand Stream Saga. Gunim, which you've already seen me do. Upan Sansei, Medarat R. Mega Man X4, which you've seen me do, which is a retranslation. Planet Aika. Poporokuroi Monogatari. Part 2. Police Knots. Remote Control Dandy. Rhapsody, a musical adventure. Oh yeah, I really want to restart this up. Sayuki Journey West. Silhouette Mirage, Strider 1 and 2 Restore. I'm not sure about Super Toku Tyson 2001. Tail Concerto is definitely one. Of course, I want to get into the first Tales game, which is Fantasia. Threads of Fate. Tobal number 1, 2, Vanguard Bandits, Wild Arms 2, Redo Xenogears, and of course, Utona Iyo Senki, otherwise known as Tearing Saga. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out the way. And plus, I had a plethora of Super Nintendo games, SNES games, and all these other games that I have received. I also need to do that one on the end underneath my emulators called Eternal Fate. Yeah, I might consider that, as well as everything else you see here. Not like I'm going to get everything done within 2024, but you know, who's to say? I might be shaving off some of that backlog yet. I mean, if I manage to squeeze in stuff I did on stream, that's another thing. Like Mafia, I've already finished Mafia 2. I plan to get back to, as far as streams go, plan to finish off Trials of Mana. Then after that, go back to Mafia 2, because I got the DLC to do. Go back to SRW, because got two interlinking stories going on with Double and GC. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Friday. If I want to continue Friday, I might want to. I might not. I'm not sure. It's not set in stone yet. But it is what it is. I'm just not into the whole hype about, you know, growth and networking as far as streaming goes. If it works for you, it works for you. But if it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't work for everybody. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. But, you know, I plan to just to enjoy the comforts of doing something outside of content creation. And, you know, I'm really enjoying it. Truly, I am. Because there's nothing better than just, you know, wanting to step outside and do something different. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's like, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That's how it is. So, with that, goodbye 2023. I will not see your ass ever again. I'm glad that I, along with the rest of you, have made it through the madness that was 2023. And here's to, God willing, less of a pain in the ass that is going to be 2024. In the days to come, or by the time you see it, in the hours we're all going to experience, not just you, but me. We're all going to experience together. So until next time, or whatever to do, most likely in future as well as backlog, I have been your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi Izzy. And to that I say, may your new year be as prosperous and safe, as well as the years that are to come and the days we will experience together. And may we all live a very prosperous and hopefully safe new year. So until then, I'll see you in the future. Bye now.